Hi students, today we are going to learn a new lesson in our page 2, our coastal plains and islands. Our coastal plains and islands. Have you heard the words coastal, plains, islands? We know that about plains, islands. We learned in the previous classes. Okay. Today we are going to learn more about coastals, our plains, coastal plains, then islands. Okay, so let's start our lesson. What do you mean by coast? Coast means the part of the land adjoining the sea is called the coast. The part of the land adjoining the sea. The part of the land that adjoining the sea. The part of the land. The part of the land adjoining the sea. Adjoining the sea. Adjoin the part of the land that adjoining the sea is called a coast. Sea is called a coast. All of you understood? What do you mean by coast? The part of the land adjoining the sea is called a coast. Okay, have you seen coast? Yes, we all know about our map. We all know about our maps. We learned about map in our previous classes. Okay, if we look in India's map, we can see that coast of our coast present in our country. Different coast present in our country. What do you mean by coast? The part of the land adjoining the sea. The part of the land adjoining the sea is called coast. The part of the land adjoining the sea is called coast. Okay. In India has a vast coastline. In India has a vast coastline that extends from Gujarat. The India's coastlines extends from Gujarat to West Bengal. Gujarat to West Bengal. India has a vast coastline, so it extends from Gujarat to West Bengal. Gujarat in the west to the West Bengal in the east. Gujarat in the west to the West Bengal in the east. Okay. Next, in this chapter we learn about our coastal plains and islands. We learn about our coastal plains and islands. All of you understood about coast. What is coast? What do you mean by coast? The part of the land adjoining the sea is called a coast. The part of the land adjoining the sea is called a coast. India has a vast coastline. It extends from Gujarat to West Bengal. India has a vast coastline. It extends from Gujarat to West Bengal. It extends from Gujarat to West Bengal. It extends from Gujarat to West Bengal. Okay, next we learn about coastal plains. About the coastal plains. About the coastal plains. Then about the coastal plains. Then what do you mean by coastal plains? The flat coastal plains means the flat, low-lying land that are located along the coastline of India are called coastal plains. Are called our coastal plains. The coastal plains are flat, low-lying land. Flat, low-lying land. Low-lying lands are located along the coastal line of to the West Bengal in the east. Gujarat in the west to the West Bengal. Gujarat to West Bengal. Our coastal plains extends from where to where? Gujarat to West Bengal. Our coastal plains extends from Gujarat to West Bengal. Gujarat to West Bengal. Okay. Then these are again divided into two parts. Our coastal plains divided into two parts. Okay. The Gujarat to West Bengal is divided into two parts. What are they? Western coastal plains and eastern coastal plains. The coastal plains is again divided into western coastal plains. Western coastal plains. Western coastal plains and eastern coastal plains. Eastern coastal plains. Once again we learn about our coastal plains and islands. What are coast? The part of the land adjoining the sea is called a coast. Then our India has a vast coastline. It extends from Gujarat in the west to the West Bengal in the east. Then what are coastal plains? The flat low-lying land are located along the coastal line of India are called the coastal plains. Then the coastal plains extends from or stretch from Gujarat to West Bengal. Gujarat to West Bengal. Then these extended coastal plain is again divided into two parts. The western coastal plains and the eastern coastal plains. Western coastal plains and eastern coastal plains. Then these two coastal plains, the western coastal plains and the eastern coastal plains meet at Kanyakumari. Meets at where? Kanyakumari. Meets at Kanyakumari. Meets at Kanyakumari, which is the farthest points of Indian mainland. Which is the farthest point of mainland in mainland India. It is the farthest point of mainland India. It is the farthest point of mainland India, Kanyakumari. The Kanyakumari, western coastal plains and eastern coastal plains meet at Kanyakumari. The western coastal plains and eastern coastal plains meet at where? Kanyakumari. 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 Okay, all of you understood about these all things? Okay. Then three major water bodies present in our countries are Arabian Sea, Indian Ocean and the Bay of Bengal. Then these three Indian Oceans meet at Kanyakumari. The major water bodies Arabian Sea, Indian Ocean and Bay of Bengal meet at Kanyakumari. These three water bodies meet at where? Kanyakumari. These three water bodies meet at Kanyakumari. Which are the water bodies meet at Kanyakumari? Arabian Sea, Bay of Bengal and Indian Ocean. Arabian Sea, Bay of Bengal and Indian Ocean meet at Kanyakumari. Once again about our coastal plains. What are coastal plains? Our coastal plains are the flat low-lying land located along the coastline of India. Then our coastal plains extends from Gujarat to West Bengal. Our coastal plains extends from Gujarat to West Bengal. Then these coastal plains is divided into two parts. First one, western coastal plain and eastern coastal plains. The western coastal plains and the eastern coastal plains meet at Kanyakumari. The Kanyakumari is the farthest point of mainland India. It is the farthest point of mainland India. Then the three water bodies, the Arabian Sea, then the Indian Ocean and the Bay of Bengal meet at Kanyakumari. The three water bodies meet at where? Kanyakumari. What are the three water bodies meet at Kanyakumari? Bay of Bengal, Bay of Bengal, Bay of Bengal, Indian Ocean, Bay of Bengal, Indian Ocean, then Arabian Sea, then Arabian Sea. These three water bodies meet at Kanyakumari. These three water bodies meet at Kanyakumari. Okay, all of you understood? Okay, in your textbook, page number 176, the coastal plains and the islands. The graph of or a map is given about to indicate the western and eastern Ghats. Our coastal plains extends from Gujarat to West Bengal, then the Western Ghats. Western Ghats. Then here is the western coastal plains and here is the eastern coastal plains. The western coastal plain and the eastern coastal plain meet at Kanyakumari, and also the Arabian Sea, Bay of Bengal, and Indian Ocean meet at where? Meet at Kanyakumari. Okay. Then next we learn about our coastal plains. First coastal plain, western coastal plains. Western coastal plain. Western coastal plain. Western coastal plain. All of you listen. The western coastal plain lie between the western coastal plain situated in between the Western Ghats and the Arabian Sea. The western coastal plains lie in between Western Ghats, and Arabian Sea, Once again, the western coastal plain, the western coastal plain situated or lie in between Western Ghats and Arabian Sea. Western Ghats and Arabian Sea. The western coastal plains lie between Western Ghats and Arabian Sea. Western Ghats and Arabian Sea. Then these plains, the western coastal plain begin from Gujarat, and these coastal plains start from Gujarat. Then from Gujarat it moves from Gujarat to Maharashtra, then Goa, then Karnataka and Kerala. They ended Kanyakumari. The western coastal plains start from Gujarat, then Maharashtra, Gujarat, Maharashtra, Goa, Karnataka, Kerala, and ended Kanyakumari, All of you understood about western coastal plains? The western coastal plains lie in between Western Ghats and Arabian Sea. Then the western coastal plain starts from Gujarat. Then it moves from Gujarat to Maharashtra, then to Goa, then Karnataka, then Kerala, and it ends at Kanyakumari. The western coastal plains ends at Kanyakumari. Okay, all of you understood? Then again the western coastal plains divided into three parts. Again divided into three parts. Then the Gujarat coast, then Konkan coast and Malabar coast. Once again, the western coastal plains again divided into three parts. First one, Gujarat coast. Gujarat coast. Second one, Konkan coast. Konkan coast. And third one is the Malabar coast. Malabar coast. Once again, about the western coastal plain. The western coastal plain lying between Western Ghats and Arabian Sea. Western Ghats and Arabian Sea. The western coastal plain starts from Gujarat, then to Maharashtra, then to Goa, then to Karnataka, Kerala, and ends at Kanyakumari. Then the western coastal plain again divided into three parts: Gujarat coast, Konkan coast, then last Malabar coast. Then in western coastal plains, the famous lagoons and the backwaters of Kerala are found in the Malabar coast. Then in Malabar coast, we can see the famous lagoons and backwater of Kerala are found in Malabar coast. Lagoons and backwater of Kerala is found where? In the Malabar coast. Okay, these all about western coastal plains. Okay, what all we learn? We learn about coast. What do you mean by coast? The part of the land adjoining the sea is called coast. We know that India has a vast coastal line. It extends from Gujarat to West Bengal. Then what are our coastal plains? The flat low-lying land are located along the coastal line of India are called our coastal plains. Okay, our coastal plains starts from where to where? Gujarat to West Bengal. Then again the coastal plain is divided into two parts: the western coastal plain and the eastern coastal plain. Okay, the western coastal plain lies in between Western Ghats and Arabian Sea. And also the western coastal plain starts from Gujarat, Maharashtra, Goa, Karnataka, Kerala, and ends at Kanyakumari. Okay, then the western coastal plain is again divided into three parts: Gujarat coast, Konkan coast, and Malabar coast. Okay, then in the famous lagoons and backwaters of Kerala are found in Malabar coast. All of you understood? Okay, then we move on to the next coastal plain, eastern coastal plain. Second one, eastern coastal plain. Okay. Then the eastern coastal plains lie in between Ghats are Bay of Bengal. The eastern coastal plain lying between Eastern Ghats. Eastern Ghats and Bay of Bengal. The eastern coastal plain lie in between Eastern Ghats and Bay of Bengal. Then the Eastern coastal plain starts from West Bengal. It starts from West Bengal. Then Odisha, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, and last it meet with the Kanyakumari. The eastern coastal plain starts from West Bengal, Odisha, then Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu. Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu. At last it ends at Kanyakumari. Once again about eastern coastal plains. The eastern coastal plains lie in between Eastern Ghats and Bay of Bengal. Eastern Ghats and Bay of Bengal. Then the eastern coastal plain starts from West Bengal. Then to Odisha, then Andhra Pradesh, then Tamil Nadu. At last it meets with the Kanyakumari. Then again the eastern coastal plain is divided into two parts. The northern part is called the Northern Circus and the southern part is called the Coromandel Coast. The eastern coastal plain is again divided into two parts. First one, Northern Circus. The northern part is called the Northern Circus. And the southern part is called the Coromandel Coast. Once again, the eastern coastal plain is again divided into two parts. Northern Circus in the northern parts and the Coromandel Coast in the southern part. Okay, all of you understood about this? About eastern coastal plain? What about eastern coastal plain? The eastern coastal plain lie in between the Eastern Ghats and West Bengal. Then the eastern coastal plain starts from West Bengal, Odisha, Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu. At last it ends with Kanyakumari. Then the eastern coastal plain again divided into two parts. Northern Circus in the northern part and the southern part is called the Coromandel Coast. Okay, all of you understood? Okay, next we move on to the next topic. Life in the coastal plains. 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 Okay. The climate in the western and eastern coastal plains remains hot and humid. The climate in coastal plains are very hot and humid. monsoon seasons. During monsoon seasons. Then in the coastal plains, there are a number of ports are present. Ports are present for loading and unloading the ships. For loading and unloading ships. Okay. Then once again about life in the coastal plain. Life in the coastal plains. The climate of the coastal plains remains hot and humid. The climate in the coastal plains remains hot and humid. In this region, the rain is get only in the monsoon season. Only in the monsoon season. In coastal plains, there are lots of ports are present for loading and unloading ships. In coastal plains, ports are present. Then next we learn about the coastal plain of Gujarat. First, the coastal plain starts from where? Gujarat to West Bengal. So we learn about the state or the coastal plain Gujarat. Gujarat. The state of Gujarat lies on the west coast. It lies on the west coast. The state Gujarat lies on the west coast. Then, which is the capital of Gujarat? Which is the capital of Gujarat? Ahmedabad. Sorry, Gandhinagar. Not Ahmedabad, Gandhinagar. The capital of Gujarat is Gandhinagar. Capital of Gujarat, Gandhinagar. The capital of Gujarat is Gandhinagar. Then Gujarat, the coastal plain Gujarat lies in west coast. Then the capital of Gujarat is Gandhinagar. Then the largest city in Gujarat is Ahmedabad. Largest city in Gujarat is Ahmedabad. Ahmedabad is the largest city in Gujarat. Then Mahatma Gandhi's Sabarmati Ashramam is situated in the outskirts of Ahmedabad. In the largest city, Ahmedabad. Sabarmati Ashramam. Mahatma Gandhi's Sabarmati Ashram is situated in the outskirts of Ahmedabad. Mahatma Gandhi's Sabarmati Ashram is situated where? In Ahmedabad in Gujarat. Ahmedabad is the largest city in Gujarat. Then which is the capital of Gujarat? Gandhinagar is the capital of Gujarat. All of you understood? Okay. Next, in Gujarat, we can see many textile shops and textile mills in the states. And also, salt making is the main or the large industry in Gujarat. Salt making is the main. Salt making is also a large industry in Gujarat, and also textile mills also present in Gujarat. Lots of textile mills are present in the state Gujarat. All of you understood about Gujarat? These all things. Okay, once again, Gujarat is lies in the which coast? West Coast. Then capital of Gujarat is Gandhinagar. Which is the largest city in Gujarat? Ahmedabad. Then Mahatma Gandhi's Sabarmati ashram is situated where? On the outskirts of Ahmedabad. Then the large industry of salt making is also a large industry in Gujarat, in the state Gujarat, and also different many textile mills are also present in Gujarat. Then the main occupation of the people in Gujarat are farming. The main occupation of peoples in Gujarat is farming. Then they cultivate jowar, bajra, maize, cotton, groundnut and tobacco. They are the main crops of the state. Which are the main crops of the state? Gujarat: tobacco, bajra, jowar, then cotton, wheat, groundnut. Then in Gujarat, a major port is situated. In Gujarat, a major port is situated. The name of that port is Kandla Port. Kandla Port. This is a major port in Gujarat. Port of India, situated in Gujarat. Okay. The language spoken in the people who live in Gujarat, they speak in Gujarati. They speak in Gujarati. Then in Gujarat there is a popular or famous folk dance is present, that is Ras Garba. In your textbook page number 178, the picture of Garba Garba or Garba Ras is given. It is a famous or popular folk dance. Then in Navaratri festival of Navaratri is also given in your textbook. Okay, the people who live in Gujarat, they wear churidars, then angarkha, then turbans, etc. They wear. Then and also they wear sarees. Males wear Gujarat traditionally they wear churidars. Then short jacket called short jacket and colorful turbans also they wear. Women generally wear sarees and lehengas. They wear sarees and lehengas. Then festivals celebrated by the people in Gujarat: Navaratri, Holi, Deepavali. Diwali, then Dussehra, then Makar Sankranti are some of the festivals celebrated by the people who live in Gujarat. Then in Gir National Park, lions in the Gir National Park, Asiatic lions present in the Gir National Park. The Gir National Park is situated in the state Gujarat. That's all about the state Gujarat. Once again about Gujarat. The Gujarat is lying between West Coast. Gujarat is lying in West Coast. Gujarat is lying in West Coast. The capital of Gujarat is Gandhinagar. Then the largest city in Gujarat is Ahmedabad. Then the Mahatma Gandhi's Sabarmati ashram is situated in the outskirts of Ahmedabad. Then the salt making is also a large industry in Gujarat, and the main occupation of the people who live in Gujarat is farming. The major crops cultivated in Gujarat is tobacco, bajra, jowar, then cotton, wheat, groundnut, etc. Then a major port of India is situated in Gujarat, that is Kandla Port. Then the people who spoke Gujarati. Then the people traditionally wear churidar. Then a popular traditionally wear churidar, and women wear sarees and lehengas. Then the males wear small jackets and colorful turbans. Then a popular folk dance is present in Gujarat is Garba Ras. Garba Ras or Ras Garba or Ras Garba. Okay. Next, the important festivals celebrated in Gujarat are Holi, Diwali, Dussehra, Makar Sankranti, then Navaratri and Makar Sankranti. Then the national park is situated in Gujarat. In the Gir National Park, there is Asiatic lions are present. Asiatic lions is present. Okay, that's all about Gujarat. Then next we learn about Goa and Maharashtra. Next we learn about Goa and Maharashtra. Goa and Maharashtra. Goa and Maharashtra. Goa is the smallest city in our country. Goa is the smallest city. Goa is the smallest city in the country. Smallest city. Sorry, smallest state. Not city. Smallest state. Goa is the smallest state in our country. The capital of Goa is Panaji. Capital of Goa. Panaji. Capital of Goa is Panaji. Then most of the people lived in Goa are farmers and fishermen. Then the crops cultivated on Goa: rice, cashew nut, coconut, and mangoes. We heard about Malgova, mangoes, etc. like that. So Goa is the smallest state in our country. The capital of Goa is Panaji. Then the most of the people lived in Goa are fishermen and farmers and fishermen. Then the crops cultivated in Goa: coconut, then cashew nut, coconut, mangoes, rice, etc. are cultivated in Goa. Then some of the famous tourist places present in Goa are St. Saviour's Church. St. Saviour's Church. Then St. Saviour's Mahalakshmi Temple, Fort Aguada, then and Marmar. Once again, about the famous tourist places present in Goa: St. Saviour's Church. In your textbook, the names of the tourist places in Goa are given: St. Saviour's Church, Mahalakshmi Temple, then the Fort Aguada are the beautiful tourist places present in Goa. Then and also a major port is present in Goa, that is Marmagao. Once again about Goa. Goa is the smallest state in our country. Then it is the capital of Goa, Panaji. Panaji is the capital of Goa. The most of the people lived in Goa are farmers and fishermen. Then the famous tourist places present in Goa: St. Saviour's Church, Mahalakshmi Temple, and Fort Aguada. Then a major port of India is situated in Goa, Marmagao. Then the largest port in India is also situated in largest port, Mumbai port. Largest port, Mumbai port is situated in where? Maharashtra. Maharashtra. Another major port in Maharashtra is Neva Saha. Neva Sheva. Once again about Goa and Maharashtra. Goa is the smallest state in our country. It's the capital of Goa, Panaji. Then the famous tourist places present in Goa are St. Saviour's Church, Mahalakshmi Temple, Fort Aguada. Then a major port present in Goa is Marmagao. Then the India's largest port situated in Maharashtra, that is Mumbai port. And the another major port present in Maharashtra is Neva Seva. Okay, children, what all things we learn today? We learn about our coastal plains and islands. Coastal plains and islands. The coastal plains we learn about two coastal plains, the western coastal plains and eastern coastal plains. Then we learn about the life in the coastal plains, then life in the Gujarat, Goa and Maharashtra. All of you read your text more and more times, then study well. Okay, see you in the next